So could you tell me a little bit about Youth for a Change and what was the impetus behind starting the group?
Youth for a Change was started in March 2012. The impetus was that my wife and I, Sylvie Traphan, we'd already been doing youth work with some LGBTQ youth in Surrey, and a number of them had expressed an interest in becoming more activists rather than just having a social group. So we began the group in March, with some of the founding members are actually still here with us. The idea is it's a group of young activists, advocates and educators. The point is that Sylvie and I want to make ourselves redundant in that we've trained them up on how to network, how to advocate, how to present, how to lobby local governments, how to organise performances and be part of performances. And over the years we have just grown and grown, and to the point where tonight's event was actually more or less organised by the youth themselves. And now that we have, when we go out we do workshops, say with the RCMP or SD36 youth workers, or actually in high schools and even in elementary schools. Now there's a number of them who've been with us for years who are so competent, they go out and they do them on their own, they don't need either Sylvie or I there. So we've now told them that they have to stay around because they're the ones that are going to train the next generation.
So since 2012, how have you seen the level of community support and acceptance of the work that you're doing and events like tonight's event?
It's really grown. 2 years ago, we decided that from the date of the Stonewall riots through to Labour Day, we were going to do an art bomb in the Newton, at the Grove in Newton. So we went over and we took streamers and flags and coloured wool, and we just enclosed the copse of trees, or rather the youth did, and in there we put queer focused poetry, artwork, collages. We had an inclusion gate that had queer friends of this, and that was a really great catalyst. From that, Friends of the Grove invited us to be participating in things like a documentary that was being filmed about social enterprise, take part in the virtual peace rally that was all the little Lego people that went around Surrey, invited to other poetry groups. So that really got us quite a lot of awareness about the group as active citizens in Surrey. We were invited last year to perform at New Westminster Pride. So it's not just in Surrey. We have twice hosted art shows with the Arts Council of New Westminster, and we'll be doing another one. Performed in Vancouver, Richmond, so the word is out there, but also the word is out there. We have a really good relationship with the adult LGBTQ organisations in Surrey and beyond, because the youth, one of the things that they do is volunteer at adult youth events like Coronation for the, and they learn by volunteering. They're learning and networking and attaining skills. Like Candy does a lot of backstage staff with the drag queens. So it's really, we started out sort of being much more educators, and we've really morphed into a lot of art for activism. So that's been real fun.
And so if you could give some advice to maybe parents or youth out there who are possibly struggling with their identity or trying to connect with the community, what advice would you give?
To reach out in a way where you feel safe. The first thing you need to be able to advocate for is to learn to advocate for yourself, and if that takes you 2 years of coming to group before that you feel that you want to speak to someone outside, so go somewhere where you're supported to develop what you want to develop. It may be that you only reach out to a group like us to say what resources are there, and we're available to provide resources to parents and to youth, school teachers, anybody who wants to ask, and basically talk to somebody. If it's PFLAG, which is the Parents and Friends of Lesbians and Gays, who have a Fraser Valley chapter, just reach out to somewhere, but make sure you feel safe when you're doing so.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being interested.
Thank you.